Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB14 update and spoiler. Our house guest of the day is Ggarry. So, I meant to say this a long time ago, but I always forget. But I wanted to thank everyone for the little extra notes that you send us when you do request house guest of the day, because it really means a lot to us when you let us know like how long you've been watching the recaps and like how much you enjoy watching. So we see those and we love it, and thank you for being awesome. Alright, so the house yesterday, Shane got his HOH camera, so he was taking pictures. He got to send out his little tweets and he wrote his blog. So those should be on cbs.com by the time you see this, so check it out if you're interested. It's usually a good time. It's kind of fun to see what they say when they know that the rest of the house can't read it. So maybe we'll get some insight into what Shane's really thinking. Alright, Will is still trying to distance himself from Janelle because he is so tired of this dang coach's twist. Everyone is cornering him to see where he's at with the vote this week, if he's going to vote out his own team member, Joe, or if he's going to keep him, because there's no telling with Will. He's very wishy-washy, and he seems to be loving all of the attention, so I could see him keeping this up for a while. Ashley has been doing some talking of her own. She's been telling people, I think she said this to Brittany, that Danielle, if you want to get her vote, you need to make her feel important because she feels left out and she just wants people to love her. So Danielle found out about this and they talked it out because Danielle doesn't want her telling people that. So they talked about it and they were like blah 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 blah, I love you. Okay, basically I think Ashley was right. It seems pretty accurate. Danielle is very needy. Now I haven't brought this up before because I don't know, it's weird, but Danielle is always talking about these issues that she's had with her father and how he's an alcoholic and stuff. So I don't mean to be mean, but it sounds like Danielle has some daddy issues and she needs attention, for real. But I don't want to get into like all the psychology stuff because it's not my place to judge. Alright, so the plan this week after the POV was to get rid of Frank. That's why they put him on the block. But it looks like the tides could be turning, which I find really, really stupid because Frank is the kind of player that if you're going to take him out, you need to take him out when you can, because that didn't make sense. If he's already on the block, you need to get rid of him, because when he comes off the block, he's gonna be angry, and he will win things and go after you. So I think it's gonna be really, really dumb if Brittany goes back on her plan, her second plan, and gets rid of Frank. And gets rid of Joe. It would not be a smart move. So I think Danielle and Will's votes will really be crucial this week. I think they're the deciding votes. And it kind of seems like Will is saying, I'll vote however Danielle votes. I don't remember them being this tight before, but that's what it's looking like. So Danielle and Brittany are quite the little pranksters. They threw ice cold water on Dan twice while he was in the shower. That's gonna hurt, and he did not take this lying down. He squirted like lotion at them to get back at them, and Ian of course was on the side like, oh Dan, you better be careful, you could blind someone with that. So, oh well, at least someone's looking out for everyone's eyes. Frank, I said yesterday that he was planning on maybe calling out Joe on all of his lies because he's realizing that the root of all these rumors is Joe. And that never happened, so I'm thinking maybe he's saving it for today. Maybe he wants the greatest impact, so he's waiting until like the last minute to do it. I think if he is going to do it, he needs to do it soon, because if you do it way at the last minute, there's not going to be enough time for people to talk about it, and then it's going to be a waste, because everyone's going to say like, oh, I don't want to do this without talking about it for 5,000 hours. So he's got to do it soon if he's going to do it. And it looks like the house could possibly be on lockdown until tomorrow's show. That's a long time to be stuck in that house. It's also the perfect time to call someone out on their lies. So I guess the reason that they're on lockdown is because they're probably building some crazy endurance competition, and I think coaches are going to come back into the game tomorrow, so we'll see. And until next time for Porch Thursday, much love.